What's poppin', everybody? This is the Cartoon Kid Ray Rollins, and today, for the 25 Days of Christmas Cartoons Marathon, we are reviewing Courage the Cowardly Dog, Season 1, Episode 10, The Snowman Cometh. Now, this technically isn't a Christmas episode, but, we're using that loophole of Snowman and winter. It's coming up on Christmas time. You got Frosty the Snowman, which we're going to review tomorrow. We're gonna use that loophole, and we're gonna toss our favorite pink homie, our favorite pink puppy, Mr. Courage the Cowardly Dog, up in here. So, fuck it, why not? Mr. Alex Payne, what happens in this episode? We gotta give him that episode breakdown, man. What happens?
Well, a lot of these episodes involve a vacation in some sort, but obviously the family, I guess you could say their family. The family goes on a vacation to the Arctic, and they send Courage out to go find some wood, and he comes across a snowman, and he's like, "Who the hell put the snowman here?" And after he stole the snowman's arm, the snowman is like, "Hey, you need to give me that back, sir." I know this is a free, like a finger point, but I just thought of it just now, and I have to say it right now. How come the snowman didn't have eyes or a nose? He just had a mouth.
Right. Yeah, no, I noticed that. I noticed that too. I swear to you, I noticed that. And that is weird. Because I pictured it to be like Frosty the Snowman. I really did. I'm like, this isn't like Frosty the Snowman, yo. This isn't. This looks very different. And I didn't know how I felt about that, to be honest with you. But continue.
So Courage goes in, to do his regular spiel of telling them what's happening or whatever. Obviously, they don't see it because Courage on the Cowardly Dog show, and eventually Courage goes out again to try to find some wood, and he comes across the snowman's lair, and sees that he is trying to figure out the gene to keep himself from melting because the world is getting hotter. So he kidnaps Muriel and Eustace to steal their anti-melting gene, and Courage has to save the day, as always. But my first impression, I guess I probably should have saved the no face for my first, but no, because that wasn't my first impression. I thought of it just now. But my first impression is always, same thing always. The music. I love the Snowman music. I always did. That's always been one of the songs that I always remembered from the show, even when I haven't watched it in years.
Yeah, I see, like you said, when you always tell me that they have like original soundtrack and they don't reuse songs over besides like the Panic song and the regular theme song, I'm always surprised. Like they have new music for everything. Like,
and the thing is,
what we really
so
saw was Freaky
too.
Fred. Yeah, no, they do.
Like the genres just be so different. Like this one included flutes and shit.
Yup. Which kind of threw me for a loop. I'm like, that's some Asian shit. Why are they putting flutes in this? Like, what is this, Naruto? But I say my first impression is, like I said, we're doing Frosty the Snowman tomorrow, man. We gotta balance it out. We got the evil. We gotta talk about the good tomorrow. But it's like, damn. It'd be cool if they had the anti-melting gene for Frosty, man, because he sure could have used that shit. Like, for real. But it's just like, it's good to see some Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I haven't seen it in a minute, honestly. So we got some big plans for that, obviously, down the line. But that's my first impression, man. Motherfucker, give up the anti-melting gene to Frosty the Snowman. He need that shit more. Let's get into some moments, though. What are some of your standout moments of this episode?
Usually this isn't something that makes me laugh, but for some reason in this episode, like when Courage did the shape shifting, for some reason,
I love that shit. I love when he does.
Because it's not like I dislike it, but every time I see it, it's just like, oh, okay, But like this time, for some reason, this time it really made me laugh. I don't know what it was about it that really killed me, but something about it just made me laugh. Both times he did it. It was really funny to me.
I love when he shapeshifts. He's so small. And obviously, when the camera's all zoomed out, he shapeshifts like something gigantic as hell. Like, whoa, what is that? Oh, it's Courage. I was like, damn. that just makes me like he's such a small dog. You wouldn't expect him to be able to shapeshift into anything that fucking gigantic.
And the funny thing
Okay.
is, when you really think about it, he could shape shift into these really scary and ferocious things. How come he never does that in front of the things that he's afraid of? Because I was scared the fuck out of him.
Right. Exactly. I gotta say too, when the snowman was trying to get the gene out of Eustace, and he somewhat gets it. He does get it, and Courage comes in and just basically knocks the damn gene out of his hand, spills it and whatnot. And then he's like, "Oh, you stupid dog! You stupid dog!" And he was like, "Yeah, I tell him that all the time." Like, man, Courage just, I guess you could say, somewhat saved you pretty much. I mean, it's too late, but he basically showed up to save you. So you had to freaking talk down to him. But I gotta say this too. I noticed this when when Courage was trying to get to Eustace and them. He was only worried about Muriel. Muriel. I don't ever think I heard Courage say Eustace's name ever. Muriel. And it's crazy, man. Dogs know who their owner is and who love them. I swear they do, because he don't fuck with Eustace at all, boy.
It's funny because I'm surprised you didn't mention this, and maybe it was eventually. Is when when he shapeshift. I want to say it was the second time, and after he did, he was like, woo, 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 woo.
Oh yeah. I forgot all about that.
And when his tongue was frozen in the soup, that's funny.
Yeah. And he's freaking swinging the little ladle around, the little cup, swinging that shit around, smacking it against the ground and shit. He's like, "Get off my tongue!"
And
soup froze.
And one more thing I want to mention before you get to what you was gonna say about him doing the woo 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 is when again, Courage in his infinite pockets when he was frozen in ice, and then he just cuts to him breaking the ice with a pickaxe. And he's like, this type of stuff happens to me all the time.
I see. We gotta talk about like the snowman and his people, like, cause that shit was he said that they had a whole race. They had a whole race of people, man. And this is like, the big question on my mind is, how did he survive? For one, I mean, yeah, it's they're in the Arctic.
He's the last of the snowmen, man.
He's the last of them, but shit, how did he survive this long? And obviously, I haven't seen, like I said, I'm new to the series. I haven't seen the second episode, The Snowman's Revenge, but I definitely want to check that one out. I just really wonder how he comes back, like how he came back that first time. So I guess we can get into final reviews now. I gotta say, this episode, like any other Courage episode, was pretty darn decent. In my personal opinion, though, I think it's more on the okay level. Obviously, it's not anything too extravagant, but it just felt like a very okay episode. It's not bad. It was okay to me. Story was interesting. I gotta say, there's definitely a lot of questions in this one. Obviously, the main one, and it doesn't need to be explained necessarily, but Arctic is motherfucking inhabitable. So why are they up there, man? That's just the main thing with me. That's the main thing. It's like, yo, you guys are in a farm on nowhere, but you guys come out here to Arctica. Or are you sure it's Arctica and not well, it's got to be Arctica. But anyway.
Yeah, I said in the Arctic.
Okay. Yeah, see, I kind of missed that. That glazed over my head a little bit. I wasn't paying attention to that. But, okay, so it is for sure in the Arctic. So why the hell are they up there? That shit's inhabitable. But anyway, that's the main question for me. And obviously, I want to know more about this snowman's race. But besides that, it was a very okay episode. Besides those little nitpicks, it was all right, man. I'm going to hit this one with a nice 6.5 out of 10. I think that's a nice, fair rating, man, for what it was. It was an okay episode. Decent story. Comedy was on point. And, of course, I motherfucking love when our little pink homie shapeshifts, which is dope. So, what is your review and your rating?
My review is pretty much the same. I think it's a good, a nice little episode. I don't think it's nothing too spectacular in terms of, Courage in general. Because again, this friggin', I feel like that's the curse of being a friggin' amazing show. Because then, like, your weaker episodes really do shine through as being weaker.
But you know what, though? You can say they're still good. Like,
No,
I'll
I'm not saying
never,
it's bad,
well,
you
as
know.
far as I know, I'll never give a Courage a 5 out of what, or anything lower than that. Because they
Yeah,
all come off as okay to me. At the very least, okay. But
yeah.
continue.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like, obviously it's not like what I think I'm saying is I feel like if this was another show, I really want to say it probably would feel like it would get a higher rating. I really want to say so.
Hmm.
Like if it was the exact same show, just changed the characters and they did whatever. I feel like this would have got like a 7 or a 7.5. But it still wouldn't have gotten none too extreme. But I just feel like the expectation surrounding it diminishes like the view of it. I guess if that makes any sense. Because
Right.
again, this is the same show that gave us the demon in the mattress and the mask.
Oh,
And shit.
yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
what compared to the rest of the episode, yeah. But anyway, so what I'm saying is the episode is really cool and nice. I really like the music. Like the
Yeah,
snowman music.
that's always going to be one of his strong points.
Like the snow. I feel like the snow. Like I said, the snowman music has always been music. I always remember that music for some nice flute and the friggin'. I just feel like that music is a nice tone setter.
No doubt. No doubt.
So yeah, I think the comedy was good, like you said. Wasn't as much jokes as you would like there to be.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna hit it like Muriel hit Eustace with the friggin' icicle.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, we didn't mention that.
I'm gonna hit it with a 6.5 like you did.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's a very fair rating. That's a very fair rating. And like you said, if it was like a different show or different characters, maybe, I don't know. I think the rating still would be the same, though, if you ask me. But nevertheless, we give this bad boy a 6.5 out of 10, man. That has been our review for Courage the Cowardly Dog, Season 1, Episode 10, The Snowman Cometh. This is the Cartoon Kid channel where we talk cartoons and we do it daily, baby. This is the 25 days of Christmas cartoons marathon where we talk cartoons and they're about Christmas. And we'll see you when we see you. Peace out, everybody. And toss your comments in the comments box down below. Tell us what you think of this episode. Okay, now peace out, everybody.